Nick Beckman with the FinalScore.tv, and I am joined right now by the head coach of the Davis Pirate Girls, Akil White. He is the defending 4A WIAA Girls State Champion and currently the number one ranked girls team in the state of Washington. You guys finished with a 16-2 regular season record, 9-0 in the 4A Big Nine. Coach, what a great regular season you had.
Yeah, it was a good regular season. We would have liked to have been undefeated and maybe get a national ranking out of this thing. We were about 23 seconds from it, but hey, we'll take it. And we still got 3 more league games left. We'll plow through them and then get in the playoffs. We're excited to play in the playoffs. So
There you go. Well, that's right. You guys do have a couple of games left. So you two at home and one on the road is how you're going to finish out the season.
yeah, 2 at home, 1 on the road. Yep, and then we've already clinched the championship, so we'll host the district championship. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, that's got to be a good feeling. Let's talk about that as you head into the playoffs. What has this group done especially well that gives you the confidence right now for the Pirates?
The one thing that they've done extremely well is we've had some big games throughout the year. We went to Bellevue, we played Lake Washington, and we actually went down to Portland and played a couple nationally ranked teams, and we've played our best basketball in the biggest games. So that really has me feeling pretty good that these guys are going to be ready to go come state time.
Oh, that's and that is a great feeling when the bright lights are on to know that your kids are going to step up and play. How much does the energy of those big games and the involvement of your community, and I know the Yakima Valley is huge supporters, how do the fans impact your team, especially as you're heading into the playoffs?
Oh, they're huge and it's electric, and that's why my biggest my focus is to get that number one, keep this number one seed. We're 5 in the RPI because they don't count out of state games. But if you throw our out of state games in, nobody's played a tougher schedule than we have. So we're gonna host the game, that regional game. That's huge for us because we want the community there. I mean, we kind of my kids feed off that, and so they'll with the community in that regional game, it'll be electric. So it'll be fun, and they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, that Yakima Valley is a special place for basketball, and you guys really represent well. Obviously, defending champions. Now, when you think about your playoff success as returning defending champions, you've had a target on you all season long. What's the mindset or the focus that's most important for your players and your coaching staff as you go into these playoffs and regional games?
Well, the mindset is we try to practice for every scenario, and we play a certain way, and we train the way we play. And so our mindsets do us, do what we do. And then if we play how we play and all the things we train to do, we'll be just fine. So don't try to be something we're not. Let's just play. Let's just be who we are. And that's kind of our mindset all year long. And even more so getting ready for the stretch run here.
Well, and that's obviously been working for you at 9-0 in the Big Nine. And now, talk to me about some of your players that maybe the kids that do the little things that really make a difference overall that might not show up on the score sheet or in the scorebook, but whether it's in practice or in the games or even just from the bench.
Well, I'm blessed that my best player and the best player in the state, Cheyenne Hull, does just about. She's like one of the first people in the gym every day. I don't think she's ever been late. You know what I'm saying? So she just does those things. She's dialed in on her shot. So that's a blessing because when the big dog sets the tone like that, everybody else follows. Some of my lesser known kids. I got a senior, Ella Craig. She's just like our defensive kid. Just runs around with a high motor. She comes off the bench, and I also have my another kid comes off the bench for me, Paige, who's our big presence. And those kids they're just good kids. I mean, it's hard for me just to talk about three because the whole team is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't mention my other four starters. Who all are all really really good kids. Avery, Issa. Nevaeh and Kobe. So, but kind of that's kind of how we round out that thing too. So, yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about basketball is that intimacy and that team bonding that goes on with the team, especially the successful teams when they can find that chemistry and learn to play for each other and find their roles. You know, Coach, I know that you're going to be busy. You still got 3 games to finish out this regular season. Good luck in that. I just want to thank you for spending some time with the FinalScore.tv and encourage people. You got to get out to the gym and see these kids play. There's nothing like being in the gym, feeling that energy, watching how hard these kids are playing, and they're going to feed off of your energy. So, Coach Akil White, defending 4A state champions, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys make it back to the Tacoma Dome this year and see if you can do that repeat thing.
Yeah, I hope to see you in Tacoma, and I appreciate it. Yeah, as many people can get out to the gym, we we like the crowds, and we try to do our best to make sure we put on a little show for everybody. So thank you.
So Yakima Valley and the Central Washington folks, get out and watch these Davis Pirates play. This girls team is another special basketball team to watch. And regardless of what community you're in, make sure you head to your gym. You can check it out on FinalScore.tv. Look for your school, and all the schedules are right there. Akil White, Davis Pirates, #1 team in the state. Thank you for spending some time with us today on the FinalScore.tv.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.